Crossed into the box. It's headed in.
Another corner for Western. Shot. Score.
Great player overall, and she could definitely help them go forward and defensively as well.
Speaking of great players, this is Marcel, SoCon leader in points. Klowski chips it in and off the head of a Catamount.
Campbell, ready, shot, goal.
At the goal line as DeMarco is over top. Marcel unmarked on the corner of the box, as is Alexis DeMarco. They do hit an in-swinger in. It's bounced around. It's finally to pop. You see the ball come in here. It hits the crossbar. Becca Campbell with her third goal of the season. Her third. Fellow senior directly in front of her. Marcel skies one high looking for Campbell. Campbell gets the head all over it. This one coming out more towards the penalty spot. It's headed on goal. It's saved by Peyton Hull.
High arcing, middle of the box, knotted up, not out of trouble. Sky for
back. The Catamounts have everyone inside the 6-yard box. Becca Campbell trying to get ahead on that. It'll fall to Gail.
Oh yeah, you remember games.
Rich Valsky here. And I've said, look, all games are important, but they're not all big, right? It's
Sexton headed down to Katz. Good chance for the Paladins. Katz goes.
Either of these high-powered offenses to establish any sort of rhythm or possession. Campbell wins the ball against Mormon there. Into Robitelli. Robitelli has her pocket picked by Holbrook. Holbrook now bringing the ball forward. Becca Campbell out to meet her. Campbell forces her backwards. Holbrook has been a pressing man. Their attack. Muth goes for a big defensive tackle, misses it. Richvalski now being bodied up by Becca Campbell.
It's a wicked little ball. Ultimately harmless, but man, if you're trying to make me worry, that's a good ball.
Megan Childress attempts to cross it in, bounces off of Becca Campbell. Maddie Massey wins it back, though. And now Furman has a 4-on-3 break here. The Paladins bringing the ball in. Becca Campbell steps in and wins the ball. Robitelli will look to reset. Oh, that's a bad pass across the midfield. This could create a chance for the Bulldogs. They are running forward. Here comes Mihailovic. Mihailovic is chased down by Campbell. Past her in that matchup. Great pressure there from Holbrook. She's going to look to spring Moxie. Moxie with a through ball. It's read well by Campbell. Campbell's going to shield off and let Trudell go. Really good one.
College career of Mia Verteric. Valiette angling.
This one slipped through for Gaza and Campbell.
The short stretch from the start of fall camp to the start of the season. That's a sore subject with every single coach you talk to around the country. For a lot of these teams, their first day of fall practice.
out the Florida coach.
Here's Delaney Telex to the right foot. Becca Campbell knocks it down. The rebound chance for Jones.
This game of the season. A little hesitation at times on where the pass is going to be made and when it's going to be made. Campbell there with good strength to force better saves than that one.
Gators have their starting forwards out there in Bailey, Bloom, and
Now Furman going to have to throw everything against the wall at this point because they are still fighting for a top 2 spot in the league. And
Out. And travel all the way back to right. Right sends the ball inside. Campbell is there. Will fall to the feet of DeMarco. DeMarco will look to get a jump on Wells.
Was hired after meeting with Samantha Bohan. Alexa Goldberg said, you know what, I like what I'm hearing from the new coach. I'm going to stick around.
Up for this corner kick from the Paladins. And it comes. And swinging ball is met in the air by Campbell. Isabella DeMarco will look to take it on. She does have the...
Good feet in, header off the crossbar.
Play continues. So many of these players come from families that are either
spectacular partnership with last year's transfer, Becca Campbell from Cumberland. There you see Campbell. Wise gets the header on it. Robatelli gets cut off by Buchanan. A battle there. Top. I don't know if that's a specific thing that the Catamounts are looking for in this match. Not something you usually see them do. This past matchup against UNC Asheville
goes the way of the home team.
Big ball play. The final third is something that his team is going to work on in the first couple weeks of the year.
And just watching her as well, her movement off of the ball is fantastic.
For Lloyd, it's headed up into the air by Salinas before being cleared.
I don't know that there was a ball that Navola was supposed to save today.
No, there's not much that the freshman could have done. The Catamounts ruthless.
For the ever-present Gordine. Menser, top of the box.
Struggled, but has had a ridiculously tough early season non-conference schedule.
Cross. Kicked out of there.
Running Bulldogs continue to bring the ball inside. Cross goes into the box, headed away by Becca Campbell. Catamounts Iron Woman.
To the attacking half and keep the ball there. They'll take that trade-off right now. Casanova, it's blocked. Becca Campbell. Hill into the 18. Fadul cuts it back. Glenn denied at the near post.
By Alabama's front line, and they'll get another chance here. Skorka looking for the opportunity, can't get the cross in, and it's kept by the keeper.
The ball in Catamount territory. So the Terriers now dribbling, covered well by Engen. That ball's going to come in. Becca Campbell will head that out. Becca Campbell, a two-time Defensive Player of the Week in the Southern Conference this year. Campbell will clear it out once more.
Numbers. Bides her time. Now swings it in. Thomason. Knocked away by Campbell.
Furman with the set piece. Chips the ball inside there. Headed away by Campbell. All the way to Maddie Lopez.
Things could happen depending on the results from this afternoon. Everybody plays today. And that Sanford match that Kaylin has referred to actually is in the... And the Catamounts forced the turnover. This is Campbell with it, sending it all the way back to Muth. Catamounts continue to press. They have not held anybody difficult places to play. playing it back into the middle, and now
as they feed the ball to the top of the box. Guklowski dispossessed by UNCG. And Becca Campbell is able to regain possession.
It's been on Sanford. I think that for Chattanooga personally, it might have been on Furman just because historically they had not won.
Just one of the many, many options that Western Carolina has had in its league-leading offense this year.
As expected, intensity going up here as the clock goes down.
Broilish checks inside. Menser trying to float into those pockets. And it's a flicked header on through to Isabella DeMarco. One-on-one with Malone.
The ball when they can. And then, Alabama, like the Catamounts, they like to get forward fast. They like to put teams under pressure. And so I think you're going to see a bit of a cat and mouse game for the first 10 minutes or so.
Here's a potential opportunity or a good defensive move as Crimson Tide could potentially have let that go if they had not gotten the defensive stop.